KSHAY.
Yep.
And will I Akshay अपना Twitter ID बताते हुए fantastic. Thank you so much for joining. This is the Sports Doyen, and finally series शुरू हो रही है. We have the India versus England, the first T20I in this series. In England, in Ahmedabad, 15 minute में toss होगा. We'll get to know who's batting first. किसको क्या एडवांटेज है, क्या डिसएडवांटेज है, क्या सिनेरियो है, हाउ इज इट गोना गो, हाउ इज इट नॉट गोना गो, all of those things and beyond. We'll be discussing them all. Welcome to all the panelists, Anurag, Pratnesh, and of course Akshay. Welcome to all of you. This is the Sports Doyen in consultation and in association with We Express Sport that is bringing to you the limited overs series live here as well. पहला T20 मैच. अक्षय, आपसे बहुत टाइम से बात नहीं हुई है, तो सबसे पहले आप ही से स्टार्ट करना चाहूंगा मैं. 15 मिनट रह गए यार. पता नहीं है कि क्या लाइनअप रहेगी एग्जैक्टली, क्या आपके व्हाट ऑल प्लेयर्स माइट बी प्लेइंग, हु ऑल माइट एक्चुअली बी सिलेक्टेड एंड ऑल. तो जल्दी से क्विकली 10 मिनट्स बिफोर 10-15 मिनट्स बिफोर द टॉस, इफ यू कुड टेल अस यार, सूर्य कुमार यादव और श्रेयस अय्यर, इन दोनों के बीच का जो टॉसअप चल रहा है, और 3 पेसर वर्सेस 3 स्पिनर, इन दोनों के बीच का टॉसअप चल रहा है, क्या चूज करोगे यार तुम?
आई थिंक सूर्य कुमार यादव, मतलब जैसा फॉर्म चल रहा है उसकी वजह से आई थिंक आई गो विद सूर्य कुमार यादव. और स्पिनर्स का तो वही यार, यूजी तो खेलेगा ही. आई थिंक यूजी स्टार्ट्स, और सुंदर आई थिंक कुड बी एन एडवांटेज इन पावर प्लेज. सो सुंदर एंड यूजी ऑब्वियसली. और बाकी तो आई थिंक भुवनेश्वर कुमार तो ऑब्वियसली फर्स्ट नेम ऑन द शीट रहेगा अगर बॉलिंग लाइनअप की बात करें तो, आई गेस. एंड बाकी तो आई थिंक सिमिलर रहेगा. केएल, रोहित शर्मा, एंड ओपनिंग पेयर की काफी बातें हुई थी, ऑब्वियसली वो क्लियर अप कर दिया था, रोहित शर्मा एंड केएल राहुल. और विराट कोहली देन, और फिर हार्दिक पांड्या भी आता है, ऋषभ पंत है, तो वही आई गेस.
All right, all right. We'll thank you for that, but I think that's a fair enough assumption for us to make, because Surya Kumar Yadav ko I think opportunity milna chahiye. Even though we were discussing yesterday ki it could be like that the team management favors consistency over maybe giving Surya a shot, but let's hope he gets a shot. I think sabhi ke dilon ki आवाज वही कह रही है. But coming to Anurag, interesting match. We spoke about the dew yesterday. uh, Weather, at least in North India, has been quite temperate. It's been quite nice actually, and it's cooled down a little. The heat wave seems to have subsided, even if it is just for a day. Not entirely sure if the weather has been so kind to the Englishmen there in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad. How do you see them coping with the heat, brother? And any predictions on your end with respect to the England lineup? Do you think Jofra Archer, he is risked entirely for all the 5 matches, or do you think he will be played sporadically across the 8 matches that are there in the rest of the series for England?
I think he will play today. I think they'll not be resting him straight away. They'll just check if his body is doing well in the first game, and depending upon that, I think there'll be a decision taken over the course of time. Uh, Leaving that aside, I think there is going to be the thing that I'm really looking forward to. I think is how the likes of a Tom Curran or Adil Rashid are going to deal with the Indian batsmen, especially. And I think that's how the series is going to pan out, isn't it? It's like two powerhouse batting lineups against each other, uh, and the bowling. Essentially, I think that's where the series is going to be decided, because I think India. It's been a while since India have been heavily reliant. There was a time before the emergence of Jasprit Bumrah. That was a time when India was kind of sort of dependent on Bhuvneshwar Kumar for the death overs and the early overs. It has been a while since that has been the case. This series potentially could be one of those. I hope. I mean, it's been a while since he's played any proper cricket as well. Besides the recent Vijay Hazare and the Mushtaq. Did he play in the Mushtaq Ali? If I'm not wrong, he did. Yeah,
Uh,
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Bhuvneshwar, you're talking about, right? Yeah, he did. He
Yeah,
did. He did. He did. He
he
did.
did. I think I remember watching him, but okay, fine. So yeah, there'll be pressure
He did.
on the man.
He did play. He did play. I can
He did
confirm
play,
that.
yeah. So I think that's fair enough. I think that'll be good enough practice for the guys. Uh, let's see. I mean, as I said, I think it's going to be down to how the bowling attacks cope with each with the heavy, uh, gigantic batting lineups of the opposition side. I think that's where it's all going to be decided.
All right, Pratmesh, coming to you, brother. Win the toss and bowl first. Is it going to be the mantra at the Ahmedabad Stadium, at the Motera Stadium, Narendra Modi Stadium, whichever whatever you want to call it? Because हम लोगों ने सैयद मुश्ताक अली ट्रॉफी में देखा कि generally the order of the day weren't really big totals, big massive chases or massive batting efforts. एक आध मैचेस में हमने देखा प्रथमेश, आई विल नॉट डिसएग्री देयर, कि हाँ कुछ मैचेस में बैट्समैन डिड गेट होल्ड ऑफ बॉलर्स और एक आध स्पेशल
Yeah,
इनिंग्स हमें देखने को मिली. बट अगर आप एवरेज पे देखें तो 160 से 180 के बीच काफी फाइटिंग कंपेटिटिव टोटल हमें समझ में आया है उस ग्राउंड में. दूसरी एक और
yeah,
बात है, क्वाइट रेयरली फॉर इंडियन ग्राउंड, ये बहुत ही बड़ा ग्राउंड है, वेल राउंडेड
huh,
ग्राउंड है, कोई एक ऐसी बाउंड्री नहीं है जो पास है जहाँ की सपाट करके छक्का मारा जा सके या फिर इजीली क्लियर
yes,
किया जा सके इनफील्ड एंड आउटफील्ड. तो
yeah,
उस हिसाब से आप क्या सोच रहे हो? यू थिंक कि थोड़ा सा इक्वलाइजिंग एफर्ट आएगा इसमें फॉर द बॉलिंग एंड फील्डिंग टीम एज वेल? बिकॉज वी मे नॉट, आई वुड बी वेरी सरप्राइज्ड अगर हमने 200 200 का दोनों इनिंग्स में देखा, जैसे कि जनरली एट सर्टन ग्राउंड्स इन इंडिया हम लोग देख भी लेते हैं, बैंगलोर, इंदौर, रायपुर
yeah.
फॉर दैट मैटर, जहां पे हमने देखा है 200 200 आराम से बनते हुए.
Well, yeah, that's important to notice because Ahmedabad being a long boundary, it's difficult to hit sixes, especially to someone like Yuzi Chahal or Washington Sundar who bowl tight lines and then Yuzi Chahal flights the ball a lot. So usually आपको power थोड़ी ज़्यादा लगानी पड़ती है छक्का मारने के लिए when the bowler is going that little bit slower. So that will be taken into consideration. I mean, the mantra could be win the toss and bowl first for both the teams, and wouldn't be so surprising. If I'm Virat, I would probably win the toss and bat because considering the way the Englishmen have batted in the recent few games, it would be interesting to see whether the scoreboard pressure gets to them. I know it's a completely different format, it's a completely different style of pitch, but I think the general pitch composition stays what it was. There will be a lot more grass. That initial moisture, that will be there. That it would have dried out, what would have been there last night. But then when they come out to bat the next time, the ball will slide more, and probably the grass would have been slightly, थोड़ा वो live grass थोड़ा dead grass हो जाएगा by the time Indians like whichever teams bat second, right? So in that case, what happens is you will have a little more turn in the second innings, which could be a factor.
बट वो ड्यू के साथ नेगेट नहीं हो जाएगा प्रथमेश? आई मीन स्पिनर्स को भी थोड़ा
नेगेट तो
ग्रिप
हो
करना
जाएगा.
बॉल. Can you guys hear me?
Okay, it seems like I think we've lost almost everyone for a split second.
That
Hi,
was funny.
that's funny. Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
That was
God knows.
incredibly funny how everyone got knocked off at the same time. I
What
mean,
happened?
Yeah.
this almost never happens. We like had at least a minute, I guess, that everyone was
हुआ
stuck
क्या
at one
ये?
position. I
हाँ
don't
यार.
know, man.
What
This is funny.
Internet,
what are
internet and its weird tantrums. It's fine.
next?
Oh
होता रहता है.
man.
Let's slide back. Yep.
Before we carry
Yep.
on, let's head back. Pratmesh, your final comments. You were mentioning something around the I asked you about the grip from the spinners
Yeah.
on the due. So just a final point on that, and then I'll come to current cricket as well. As Indian women's team also took on the South
Yes.
African women's team, so I'll talk a little about that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I personally feel that the English would be under a little bit of pressure chasing a total. It won't be easy because the boundaries are long. If you can score 160, 170 on this kind of a wicket, with the way Indians can bowl and Tal leke ghumo, Basically, that's the thing which I feel could win India the game. Chasing will be difficult because you have the pressure of the scoreboard plus longer boundaries. So even if you calculate कि okay मेरे को 10 बॉल में एक बाउंड्री मारनी है और 10 बॉल में एक छक्का मारना है, if that six miss hits a little bit, you're getting caught in the deep. So I mean, I know Indians would be thinking that much, but then it could be a factor.
All right. Fair enough, Pratmesh there. मैं quickly I'll just let you all know कि हम लोग का मासूम भी कहता है. I thought my internet connection got disrupted as well. कुछ तो हुआ. I don't know what happened, but something was on. Internet outage at TST. That is true.
Yes, that is exactly what
I
happened.
think I think इंटरनेट एंड टीएसडी दोनों का आई थिंक 36 का आंकड़ा है, तो उससे कुछ करा नहीं जा सकता. बट कमिंग बैक, हमने सुबह एक मैच देखा, इंडिया वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका एट लखनऊ. इंडिया बैटेड फर्स्ट, द लेडीज बैटेड फर्स्ट. Mithali Raj has become the only second ever women's cricketer to score 10,000 runs in one day cricket, if I'm not, or is it international cricket?
It's international
Right?
cricket, yeah.
It's
It's
international
international,
cricket, right?
yeah.
International cricket, the second
International
only after Charlotte Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second only after Charlotte Edwards. An incredible achievement by Mithali. Massive
Yep.
congratulations to her. Post में आपने देखा ही होगा, she's been playing since 1999. So this is a 22nd year as a professional. I mean, it's incredible. What longevity, what fitness, what
Yeah.
dedication and genuine love for the game she has displayed. Truly a great and a legend of the game. Not just
Kushagra,
India,
she
world
plays
over.
next World Cup and she becomes a cricketer who's played the most number of years in both men's and women's game. That shows how
Incredible.
long she's played.
Incredible. Imagine Sachin
Really?
played for 24. Sachin played for 24 years, and she will eclipse that if she plays the next World Cup. So it is unimaginable almost in that sense. So
It's ODI cricket, by the way. It's ODI.
By the way, the ODI cricket World
ODI
Cup is
span
supposed to be
you're
this
talking
year,
about.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, last happened in 2017, but I think this
It will be-
year's one has
This is
been
2020.
sort of
Yeah,
under.
2022. Yeah. It will be on
2022,
2020. Yeah.
2022, I think early 2022 is the World Cup, right? I think it is
Yeah.
February, March or something like that. That's what it was
Yes,
announced.
yes.
I think I remember that. But anyway, I'll give you a quick. South Africa won by 6 runs. Of course, DLS method पे because बारिश हो गई लखनऊ में. And at the time of the rain, South Africa were 223 for 4, chasing 248, 249 का target था उनका in 46.3 overs. I think it could have been tricky. 26 runs in say 21 balls with 6 wickets in hands. I think बन जाते. But maybe bowling team का शायद कुछ chance तुक्का निकल सकता था. We couldn't have been sure there. But yeah, as far as the batting is concerned, Indian team काफी disappointed होगी. They had so many starts. Apart from Poonam Rawat, no one really could capitalize on those starts, right? Mandana for 25, Mithali for 36, Buller for 36, Sharma for 36, Sharma 36 not out, sorry, and Devi 14
Yep.
not out. So 248 in 50 overs. I mean, काफी सौ सा total मानेंगे आप. Women's game में we see generally safe total is around 270 to 280. So थोड़ा सा under par total था, and South Africa के लिए massive kudos to Lee, the opener who scored an unbeaten 132 of 131 balls. She was batting at the time of when the rain came in. उसके अलावा Dupree scored 37 of 46, and Bosch was batting in 16 along with Lee at the end when the match was starting.
And KD, just a final comment to add. Julian Goswami is aging reverse.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Seriously. She's like wine.
Like,
She is aging like a fine wine. I'll take a few comments, lads, and उसके बाद I think 1-2 minute में toss भी होने वाला है. One of you, if you can keep an eye on the toss and see कि अगर if Roy Morgan calls it wrong finally. Welcome back. Atul says yes, welcome back. Hope Mumbai Indians win tonight. इंग्लैंड में है नहीं, कोई भी इंग्लैंड का प्लेयर मुंबई इंडियंस में नहीं है. चलो ठीक है.
Yeah.
कैच ले लो यार स्काई को. वरुण एड्स बिग फैन केडी सर. अफजल, थैंक यू अफजल. बिग फैन ऑफ योर्स एज वेल. आपका लाइव देखा कल मैंने. such a long time you were live on Insta, man. Massive kudos to you. Takes a lot of effort to do that. Pratmesh, team manager, live from Ahmedabad. Prakash adds. Masoom says hopefully Surya Kumar Yadav won't get a shortened run like Sanju or Manish in the Indian team. Hope Surya does well in India colors. भाई ये कभी ये पॉजिटिव बोलते हैं कुछ कि वो मोड है नहीं.
that mode does not exist.
मेरा एक बस सवाल है to the panelists later. भाई मनीष और उन्होंने क्या नाम है इनका संजू
संजू
सैमसन ने
सैमसन।
किया क्या था कि उनको कंटिन्यूअसली और टीम में रखा जाता। अगर आप लोग कोई इसका जवाब दे सकते हैं, टिल आई टेक ऑल द रेस्ट ऑफ द कमेंट्स। Delhi lost its internet connection together. Yes, Atul, it did. Rain. There is rain, and that could be reason of the outage. Big fan Akshay sir, Shivam ads. Long time no see. I thought my internet. Yeah, of course, I took that. Jafra Archer picked KL Rahul as the winner of the Orange Cap in 2021 for the IPL. Highly possible.
Both
Highly.
captains are getting ready for the toss. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Anurag, please keep us updated. Hota kya hai?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in February and March in New Zealand. Masoom adding about the Women's World Cup. Thank you so much, Masoom. Mitali Raj, when you play for such a long time, such milestones come your way. The key for me has been consistency. Scoring runs has been the focus, be it international, domestic cricket. Most ODI runs, 6794. Most ODI half centuries. First Indian to score a double century in Test. 7 consecutive 50s. First woman ever to play for 2 decades. Only female to have more than 200 ODIs. Most capped female international cricketer of all time. Most consecutive ODIs.
Owen Morgan has won the toss.
What a surprise! What a bloody! India was batting first. Elect to bowl. Ho gaya. Youngest female debutant to score a century at the age of 16 in ODIs. First Indian to score 2000 T20I runs. England win the toss. England to bowl. Siddharth adds Virat says stone paper.
I'm sure he'll lose that too.
उसमें भी हार जाएगा यार वो. उसमें भी हार जाएगा क्या
किस्मत का मारा है यार मतलब विराट आई डोंट नो
यार ये क्या कभी टॉस जीत ही नहीं सकते क्या
कोई तांत्रिक को बुलाओ आई एम टेलिंग यू कुशाग्र कोई तांत्रिक को बुलाओ सम व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू डू टीच हिम सम ब्लैक मैजिक this is enough man I mean I can't see him lose toss anymore
भाई hills of plains खिलाओ यार मुझे नहीं कि बैट घुमा दो यार टॉस छोड़
हां यार बैट ही घुमा दो
the flat we used to call it the flat and the hill
bit and the hill one एक ही बात है हां तो all right Nathan says come on England are off to a good start you guys have won the toss bowling first which is what ideally
that's the only thing they're going to win today. That's the only thing they're going to win today.
Oh, good. Let's see.
Let's hope so. Stephanie Parr, born in 57, and Laura Woolward, born in 99, are both captain in women's ODIs with Mithali Raj, the opposition captain. Incredible. What a span. What a span.
1957.
How long did Stephanie Parr keep on playing for, man? I'll have to Google that.
I think she played until the mid 40s.
Late 40s,
mid 40s.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Mid to late 40s at least, right?
Highest
identical scores shared by 3 consecutive positions of batting order. Men's, women, 36 Mithali, Harmanpreet, Deepti. All right, okay. Toss with Pan Parag rapper. Decided next toss will be auction for match. All right. So यार अब आपने भी देखा we've seen what the toss has been like. We've seen England bowl first, India bat first as well. Once again, I'll come to you, Akshay. Considering you've got Rahul and Rohit opening, right. Anurag, has he told us anything about the team? Do we know if it's Surya, if it's Shreyas, who's playing?
I actually quit it almost instantly, but I think what he said. No,
wait. We'll check out.
I think we'll get it in a couple of minutes.
No, yeah, give me a second. I already have it if I'm not wrong. England playing 11 is Jason Roy, Josh Butler, David Malan,
next
Johnny
India ka aega.
Owen Morgan, Ben Stokes, Sam Curran, Jofra Archer, Chris Jordan, Adil Rashid, Mark Wood. I think as Nathan said, the team I said bar Sam in for Tom. Yeah, I know. He was exactly almost
same. Even we were talking about Tom just now.
And I'm surprised Sam Curran gets in for Tom Curran. But what's the 11 guys? Just as soon as we get it updated here, man, I will let you know. Virat is still, I think, talking, maybe, or at least the app has not been updated yet. As soon as it's out, I'll let you guys know, or one of the panelists will let you know. So just bear with us for a second. But looking at that 11, Akshay, what do you think? What do you think a sufficient score in the first innings will be for India?
I think looking at the lineup and looking at the players missing from our end, like Natarajan won't be playing. So I am predicting that with Bhuvneshwar, Saini would start, and I think that's
Rohit ruled out. By the way,
Wow.
For the first 2 games, Rohit is out for the first 2 games. Yeah, big shocker.
Wow.
Hello, I can't do.
He's
We
resting
can't.
apparently. He's resting. That's what
Okay,
that
okay,
was Kohli mentioned.
okay.
What's happening? I mean,
Wow.
what is happening
Virat
today?
Kohli, Dhawan,
I,
KL Rahul, Shreyas, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, Washington. Next दिखाओ यार. It takes
Man,
a
so
little bit of time.
आ गया
Akshar
वॉशिंगटन,
Patel,
अक्षर,
Sharduk, Bhuvneshwar.
भुवनेश्वर,
Yeah,
शार्दुल, युजवेंद्र. अरे
yeah.
यार.
so no, so basically, who is the
Interesting.
Prasad
what's
sir,
the back?
Prasad
interesting.
sir also confirming. Welcome to
Hmm.
the comments, sir. Hitman not playing first two games. Sad. हमने
Yeah.
बता दी already lineup यार मासूम. We've already
No
discussed the
Rohit,
lineup.
no
No
Sky,
Rohit, no
no
Sky,
Ish.
no Ishan. Sad MI
Yeah.
fan. Yes. I mean MI fan Pratnesh. Yaar, your reaction to the lineup?
I mean, I'm not surprised that Ishan's not playing. I didn't expect him anyway. Rohit not playing and resting. I don't know how resting is going to happen here. But okay, I mean that's his choice, and I think that's what maybe the team management feel. Um, no, Surya is a shocker. Iyer is playing, but I mean I don't mind Shreyas Iyer at all. I feel he does offer a lot. It's just that Surya
Where is
offers something
Siddharth Rege
different.
in the comments?
Yeah, where is Sid Rege? I mean, yeah, that's
He
fair,
was
but
he was there in the comments. He was
he
there.
He
was
is the
there.
first person who brought the Mumbai agenda, and I think
Yeah,
that backfired
no
so
Mumbai
badly
players
that even the
playing.
captain, even the Mumbai Indians captain, has been rested.
That's funny, right? That's funny how things
Too
work out.
funny.
But yeah, I
I
mean,
feel I feel it will
Pandya's
be a shared captaincy. पहले दो तू कर ले, बाकी मैं कर लेता हूँ.
no. I mean, I
Kohli is
don't.
never going to do that, but yeah.
So basically, it's going to be Dhawan and Rahul opening, and probably Virat at three. So I think
Yeah,
how, especially in this condition, how fast KL Rahul plays is going to be important
भाई
because
पता है या
Dhawan and Kohli इतना जल्दी accelerate नहीं करेंगे. Dhawan will take his time.
um,
Kohli will also probably
but
take his
Prathamesh,
time.
my worry is I am not 100% confident with the bowlers that we have for the second innings.
Akshar Sundar,
I
Bhuvneshwar,
don't know. Yeah,
Thakur
we
and
we
Chahal.
we could end up
Yeah,
doing a good job, but Bhuvi
yeah,
and Thakur, Bhuvi, we know he can do a job, but it's been a while since he's played international
Yeah.
cricket or IPL, like at the highest level
yeah.
possible. Chalo, Spice.
wow man.
This is
It's like
this
we
is shocking.
The
It's
level
shocking,
of
man.
the level of disappointment etched on our faces says it all. I'll take a few comments, boys.
Yeah.
Need to do
All
something. We are live after
all
all.
that
Need to do
all
something.
that all that for all the mehnat that it took me to write something that would have been predictions, but then
Leave it.
Bechara man.
Leave it. No, Rohit Prasad sir confirms that yes, sir, we're very sad. Only Pandey from MI, Atul adds Rege. How will MI win anyway? Right?
Yeah.
We come. Siddharth also adding, told you winning the toss would would bowl first. Yeah, I mean we were pretty sure there Sid as well. Also not sure whether playing three spinners would work for India. Let's
Yeah.
see how it
Yeah,
goes, Sid. I mean hoping it'll work. Iyer. Oh,
Ayer, Ayer is
that's a
playing.
T. That's a Y. Iyer is playing no Surya. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We discussed
Yeah.
that. MI will win from the bench. Okay. See you in 4 hours when it's 0-1 to England. Yeah, man. I'm sure. Mr. Barkley will be there for
Yeah.
the post-match live. I'm sure he'll be there with a
hopefully.
massive ass grin on his face.
Yeah.
Nathan, even the Test series was a nil one, mate. Prasad adds, I already threw my TV out of the window. On that
Yeah,
note,
that's such a Pakistani thing to do, man.
from one Prasad to another Prasad. Look at the contrast. Look at the contrast. The TV is out of the window, and Prasad sir is saying it's an intelligent, smart team selection.
That was
That's in
sarcastic.
contrast.
That
Yeah,
was
I know.
sarcastic by the way.
See, Akshar Sundar,
He-
yeah, he's talking about
yeah,
the bowling attack. Then we might see Kohli resting as well. Masoom says he could.
maybe.
Yes, Akshay could be right. We might see Rohit captaining India the third and fourth games. Could be
Interesting.
true. India has already lost in the match in team selection. Let's hope, sir, it's not the case. Let's hope these boys can do something for us. Sid adds, in that case, Rohit could bat at number 3. Rohit was seen giving a pep talk to the squad around half an hour ago.
Yeah,
Shocking
that's what they do when they're, it's
sure.
sort of like a farewell
When
message.
they're not
over
going to
there.
play. Varun, are you gonna sack your groundsman again when we are winning? Lord,
We might.
Lord,
It
We might.
depends.
Lord, this is fun.
Depend.
I love how Nathan throws away these banter comments when they're there in the comments, but when he's there on the live, he's always very very calm.
Very
and composed.
nice. Yeah.
He's a typical. Max score will be 168. Prasad sir adds. Let's see, sir. Rohit, Rahul, Open, and Sky and Ishan
That's
Kishan
a very
playing well
weirdly
at
Yeah,
accurate
their
number, but yeah.
बहुत बहुत आगे का जाके सोच रहे हैं लोग। आज का मैच का तो इंटरेस्ट ही चला गया, देखो
आज
मतलब
का तो देख
डायरेक्ट
लो
चार।
भाई।
हाँ।
अरे आगे देख लेंगे यार, क्या होगा, देख लेंगे भाई।
मैं तो
Yeah,
ऐसे
so
ही
and
बोला था यार।
हाँ, it's become a legit डिस्कशन पॉइंट भाई। विराट और रोहित कैप्टेंसी की बात मत किया कर, आग लग जाती है, ठीक है,
Yeah.
लग जाती है एकदम चिंगारी चूक। So एकदम
Yep.
three spinners might not be the smartest decisions when you consider Dew will play a huge role in the second innings. Lost into the interest in now even watching the match. All right, and look at Prasad. I have a good reply to Prasad P, but his GP is holding me back.
What
By
is what is a DP? I
Maharashtra
have no.
Police,
my
Maharashtra
my
Police,
dad,
brother.
yeah, my dad was a
Oh, I'm
cop,
sorry.
right? So my
Yeah,
dad was
acha.
a cop, so he has that DP.
So
Fair
Prasad, I
enough.
don't blame you. I
Mr.
don't blame
Khandekar,
you.
please be careful.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
Yeah.
very
I don't
careful.
blame you. Though Dhawan averages 83 against spin in the last 12 months, but England कितना spin खिलाएगा मासूम?
Yeah.
बात है। चलो
Okay, I mean,
boys,
yeah,
last
yeah,
5-6 minutes of our life, because हम लोग को
yeah,
भी जाना ही होगा, because of course लोग इंडिया की बैटिंग तो देखने जाएंगे ही। So
yeah.
come on,
We are
I'll
not that
once again.
attractive. Yeah.
भाई कम ऑन, मतलब ठीक है, अब रोहित नहीं खेला इसका मतलब थोड़ा ना कि मैच ही नहीं देखेंगे, ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता ना।
Naim, even if Rohit, Dhawan, Kohli, all of them are not playing, they'd rather prefer
मैच
watching
तो
the
फिर
match
भी
than watching
देखेंगे।
us, right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Chal. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. All right, boys. So quickly, if you could tell me your score predictions, because I doubt. At best, people we might look at. Do we plan on doing at all anything at all in the mid match break? A quick Insta live or something like
We
that?
might go Insta live. Yeah,
Insta
Yeah.
live,
Yeah,
yes.
we
might.
might go
Yep.
Insta live. So people, आप लोग जो यहाँ पे हैं, do check out Instagram. I think 7 o'clock match
It's
start होगा, तब roughly 8:45.
8:45.
Yeah,
Yep.
8:45.
8:45 से 9 o'clock के बीच का जो 15 मिनट रहेगा, उसमें आई एम अज्यूमिंग फॉर 10 odd minutes people someone will be live. The sports Doyen and we express sport दोनों साथ में they'll be live on Insta, so do check them out. किसी के भी आप पेज पे जाके ज्वाइन इन कर सकते हैं. We would love your comments there. अक्षय आपसे ही पहले आएंगे. अक्षय, what is your prediction? How many will India score? What is the target India might give to these guys?
I'm hoping for the target to be around 170. I mean, it's
Yep.
a big ground and they have got a good bowling lineup as well. But I think our batting lineup is strong. Even without Rohit, KL is experienced. KL has got runs. He's second in the T20 internationals. And Dhawan has been getting runs lately. So it's not like we've got a bad replacement over there. I think Dhawan can score runs. Uh, Obviously, he's very different to Rohit, but I think we've got a good lineup. Kohli can pace the innings really well, and Shreyas Iyer, if he is on song, then he can score big as well. So let's see what happens. So my prediction would be around 170
Fair enough.
Uh,
for us.
Yep.
What about you? What about you, Pratmesh?
Uh, it's tough to predict anything because I feel in the first 10 overs India will be around 70, 75, and
For two,
probably will end for two or three, and then probably end up around 165, 170,
60,
not more.
170. Yeah. I
So
think
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't think that will be good enough, though, Pratmesh. Honestly, I don't think
it
that will
won't
be
be
good
good
enough.
enough, but then again, I would love to see how the track plays. I would genuinely love to see how it plays in the first 2, 3 overs at least. Whatever, whatever said and done, this track will open up come towards the end of end of the Indian innings. So 2 hours on a
तो
red
हमारे
soil
लिए तो
is
घाटा
enough.
ही है ना, ये तो हमारे लिए तो घाटा ही है ना.
हाँ, घाटा भी नहीं है, but then considering the fact we have three spinners and I think Shardul bowls decent cutters. Bhuvi we all know can do that. Not sure how Hardik is going to cope up with that. So if we can use that to our advantage, we might still be good enough to defend even 150. I feel. So it's about how we apply ourselves now. Don't think 200. Start with the smaller milestones. Probably 70, 80 in the first 10 overs. Probably 45 in the
I,
power play, and
I
then
think
go
I
from
think
there.
I think 200 you need like a 70-80 from Rahul. You need
Yes,
at
you
least
need
40
you.
ball 80 from Rahul.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah, all right. Anurag, I'll just take the final 3-4 comments and come to you
Yep.
for your final words. Would have loved to see Mumbai boys, but India is set to win this match. 150 is a decisive score. Masoom says 175 to 185 for India. Siddharth says if India can get 200, 210, game on. Else I feel it's an advantage England. आप देखिए कैसे 20 रन बढ़ा है इन तीनों predictions में. Let's see how it goes. I would hope that Sid's prediction is the truest one, because I want to see India score runs. My desire for watching Indian batsmen score runs has not been fulfilled since forever, it feels.
Yeah.
So yeah, score some runs. So yeah, Nathan Barkley, whatever it takes to win. Varun adds, let Iyer come in at 4-3 and Kohli at 4 today. That would be
No,
great.
no, no. Too late
No
for Kohli.
chance that
Too late.
no chance that that's happening, Masoom. I would have actually rather wanted Kohli to open instead of Shikhar.
Yeah.
To be very
I
honest.
don't think Kohli
Masoom,
batting
no.
below the
Kohli
third
at number
position
3
is
only,
ever going to be
please.
good. Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't think Kohli batting at anywhere under the number 3 position is ever going to be good for India.
Yeah. Especially in T20. T20, I feel he has to open. I
Honestly, in
genuinely
any
feel he
format.
should open.
Honestly, in any format.
I
Yeah.
mean, test matches is a separate.
Test is fine, but ODIs and T20s, I
Yeah.
don't think below the third position is
Three
going
only, please.
to.
No
Yeah.
need for Kohli to change his batting position. Kalyan asks, some players might be rusty. Predict 61, 60 to 180, not overly ambitious. All right,
Yeah.
Kalyan. Masoom says India needs to be 100 by 11th or 12th over. I would hope, yeah, it's
I hope so.
somewhere around. Yeah, if
Yeah.
that can happen, that's fantastic. Coming back to you, Anurag,
Yep.
what is your prediction by the end of the 20th over when we're doing that Insta Live? Where do you think we'll be placed?
I think, as Akshay said, I think around about 175, 180. I think that's going to be uh, somewhere just above the ideal score, and tad bit ambitious, not overly ambitious. I think that's going to be a very good score, because my worry with this lineup is, if you look at all the names beside KL Rahul, you don't really see any batsman who can bat at a strike rate of 200, and
True.
that goes until number 4 position. So
Yeah.
I potentially would love to see Rishabh Pant come ahead of Shreyas Iyer, just in case if the openers bat out 7 or 8 overs, and Kohli also, they end up batting up till 10, 12, 13 overs. I would love to see Rishabh Pant come at number 4, because we need that. I think, with all due respect, I think Kohli and Shreyas Iyer are too similar to be in the same around about in number 3, number 4 position. It's good,
Yeah.
but that works when there is an early collapse. Yeah, it's fine, but I think it's a flexible lineup. But I think I'm still not very sure if Atul's prediction is going to come true. But I think
Sunday
175,
में बनते
180
नहीं
can be
थे
good.
run.
Yeah,
Yeah. Kushagra, don't you feel this
we
is
haven't
again like
touched.
a
Have we
contingency
touched
plan?
250 ever?
No,
I
I don't.
No.
I've never
I
seen
don't think
it.
No.
so. I think
I
I-
again feel
250.
I again feel when I look at the lineup, it's more or less you're preparing for a collapse. I mean, I don't know. I don't get this vibe of when Virat Kohli said in the press
Yeah, we
conference
our
yesterday.
highest is 260, by the way. Yeah,
ये कब हो गया भाई?
So
श्रीलंका के
when
साथ हुआ था.
Sri Lanka, oh yes, we play Sri Lanka when we need runs, right? So
Yep.
AP said collapse.
yeah, I think he's right. I think he's right in a way because Anurag Kushagra, I think Akshay, if you guys remember, we talked all about this in the test series, right? India prepared for a collapse. Yesterday, when Virat talked, we all thought, okay, like there is a difference when you say ki you want to give the batsman the freedom. That doesn't mean you prepare for
Yeah,
a collapse. You tell them you are 5 batsmen of mine who are going to play no matter
yeah.
what, and I'm going to trust you. So I don't know how that works out, but let's hope. Let's hope that these guys who are on the field today can do the job. At least score 180. I mean, that would be a decent total. Something we could back ourselves to defend.
Because the batting track looks pretty good. That's my worry. So, and I'm scared of Adil Rashid. Honestly, I think Adil Rashid
Mm,
is one of those bowlers. वो 40 run भी दे देगा, but at the same time he'll pick those important
4
wickets.
विकेट ले लेगा.
yes,
That's
yes,
that and no, even if it's 2 wickets, Kushagra, he'll pick up a Virat Kohli, or he'll pick up a big one. My
Yeah,
yeah,
that's my constant complaint as an opposition fan with Adil Rashid. वो runs दे के important wicket ले लेता है.
yeah.
बिल्कुल
Yep.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल एंड
Yeah.
भाई on that note, just give you an update on other things as well. West Indies versus
Yeah.
Sri Lanka में West Indies have opted to bowl. Bangladesh versus West Indies Legends में जो कि रोड सेफ्टी वर्ल्ड सीरीज है उसमें West Indies again have opted to bowl. West Indies हर जगह टॉस ही जीते जा रही है भाई, कोई नहीं सीखा
Wow.
उनको. कमिंग बैक, जो टेस्ट मैच चल रहा है जिम्बाब्वे और अफगानिस्तान के बीच में, जिम्बाब्वे पहली इनिंग्स में 287 ऑल आउट हो गई है और फॉलो ऑन इम्पोज किया है, क्या बोलते हैं, अफगानिस्तान ने राशिद खान के 4 विकेट. A little expensive, 4 for 138, but he did pick up 4 wickets. Zimbabwe अपनी second innings में at stumps on day 3 were 24 for no loss in 13 overs. Kazuza और Masavure were batting there as well. So fantastic there. Baki, yes, India scored 260. Rohit 35
Rohit
for
34.
century gain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Masoom. Dhoni came at 3. ओके तो ठीक है, मैं अपनी तरफ से प्रेडिक्शन देना चाहूंगा अगेन, क्योंकि मैं तो बहुत ज्यादा ऑप्टिमिस्टिक हो ही जाता हूँ. And why not die on that hill of optimism, then being negative and
Yeah.
then just accept the sadness anyway, right? So I would rather do that. So इंडिया के 220 जो सिड ने बोला है उससे 10 रन और, ठीक है, 220 और
Perfect.
केएल राहुल की सेंचुरी, तीसरी सेंचुरी.
KL Rahul has to score big today. I mean, there is
Yeah.
no second thing for that. He has
पता
to
वो
score
मैंने
big.
ऐसा बोला पहली बॉल पे बोल्ड.
Just a final stat, Anish, to round off.
Look at the noise.
There is some background noise, guys.
Yeah. Just to round
Because
off the
I
discussion.
think your
just to round-
neighbors didn't like me saying पहली बॉल पे out. Yeah, carry on.
India and
carry
England
on.
have played 14 times, 7 each. That's the head-to-head record. So by the end of this series, we might have one team
Something's
edging
got to
ahead.
give, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and only
something's
two
got to
players have scored 100 in this bilateral, and both of them. I actually put a tweet ki and both of them are opening for India today, but that backfired quite badly because Rohit Sharma is not playing. Chalo.
भाई क्या जोक मारा है ना हमारे साथ कि रोहित और राहुल ओपन करेंगे और रोहित पहले 2 मैच
Yeah.
ही नहीं.
Mind games, Kushal. Those are mind games.
anyway, that was like
बच्चे के मुंह से चॉकलेट छीना है लिटरली.
That is like Thanos landing in Delhi. अक्षय लिटरली वैसी आवाज आई थी जैसे ही मैंने
Yeah.
बोला केएल राहुल पहली बॉल पे आउट. Suddenly the disturbance was so great, like it's like I upset the gods or something. Anyway,
You did.
thank you so much. Yeah, I did. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined us. Thank you so much. 6:52 6:52 हो चुका है. So I'll quickly end this live in a minute or so. We'll be live once again on Instagram. Do check us out. We Express Sport and the Sports Doyen. किसी के भी Instagram page पे जाइए. You will find the live there. We will have a few panelists. Not entirely sure who all will be there, but you'll see a few familiar faces जो कि होंगे 8:45 live. And as soon as the match ends, roughly about 10 to 15 minutes after that, we will be live on the Sports Doyen as well. Both the teams panelists, we will try to get Nathan and Sid as well if both of them are free. If not, you'll of course see us regular faces on the live as well. Sai adds, this is great. Thank you so much, Sai. Thank you so much. I think this is the first time, at least I've read your comments. So thank you so much for watching. So happy you joined in, and do remember that we'll be live once again 15 minutes right after the match, so that we can simulate the match and few stats and figures and have a discussion with the fellow fans. Thank you so much for joining in, Pratmesh, Anurag, and Akshay. Do check out We Express Sport, their YouTube channel, and of course, just like with the Sports Doyen, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course Instagram. We're there on all 4 portals. Do check us out. You are currently either on Facebook or the Sports Doyen YouTube channel. Do share and do subscribe to the channel. Do let your friends know so that they can join in the comments. This is Kushagra on behalf of Pratmesh, Anurag, and Akshay, and the rest of the team here. I'm signing off, and we'll see you soon. All the best, India.